Hi, I'm Stewart from the Norfolk Honey Company and welcome back to our beekeeping channel. Today we've come out to one of our apiaries where recently when we were carrying out the trickle treatment method using the oxalic acid, I noticed a drone flying around one particular colony and I wanted to just investigate that a bit further and share that with you on video. I've actually been talking about this on my podcast recently. If you haven't listened to the podcast, it's called Beekeeping Short and Sweet. It's available on most podcast players, apps, and certainly you can find it on iTunes. And in that I was trying to just talk about what the possible reasons for having drones in this colony could be. The most likely scenario, without having actually looked at the bees, is that unfortunately the colony's turned into a drone laying colony, which means that the queen has either failed in some way or she's run out of sperm and can no longer fertilise the eggs. But we don't know. It could be the weather's been incredibly mild. Perhaps they've already started producing drones because they're going to swarm early. We've had swarms at the beginning of April, and if you remember that drones take 24 days to emerge and then another couple of weeks to actually mature, if we were going to have swarms around the beginning of April, then that's 5 weeks from the point that the egg is laid to the drone being sexually mature. So it's possible, I guess, that they've got drones in there, but that would mean that that particular drone was laid 3 weeks ago, 24 days ago, and I'm just not sure as to what the reason is. It might be that unfortunately the queen has failed in some way. So what I thought I'd do, it's a lovely, very bright, warm February day. The temperature is around 12 or 13 degrees, although the sun has just moved round, so we've been thrown into shade here while we've been setting up. But we're going to have a quick look. We're not inspecting all of the colonies, it's just this one colony that I want to take a very quick look at. So we'll get the camera round, I'll do a very quick inspection, have a look at what we've got, and hopefully I can talk through what I'm doing while we're going through the video. So we'll get the camera round and get into the hive. So as I inspect, I'm immediately looking to see if I can see lots of drones. We've obviously got workers here, so that's good. And as the colony gradually drifts into the spring, what we're hoping is that there's plenty of bees. Well, already I'm looking at this thinking that there's not that big an issue because we've got lots of workers here. So we'll just have a look. Looks like the crown board is broken, so that will need replacing. And really we just need to get in and have a look, see if we can see some brood. It's not going to be a full inspection, but what I want to do, if I can, is to have a look to see if there is some worker brood. If we've got worker brood, then we should be okay. Now just quickly, this frame has got lots of ivy that's granulated in it, so we're going to add some fondant to them. The bees are obviously not happy about having their brood nest split open. And if it was a failing queen, we'd see a lot of drone brood and no worker brood. So if we see worker brood, then we should be okay. There is always the chance, of course, that the queen is misfiring and laying some worker and then some drone. But at the moment I'm not seeing any brood at all. And I wouldn't normally inspect at this time of the year, it's still way too early, but because of the drone I wanted to see what we were looking at. Still no sign of any brood. So it could be that the queen has actually failed completely, because I've not seen any brood in here at all. There's no, there are no worker cells. We've got pretty much nothing happening at all. You can see on this frame there's no brood at all. And the bees are making these queen cups, so I think that the chances are they are probably queenless now, and they're trying to do whatever they can to reproduce another queen. Again, no brood whatsoever in this colony. Haven't seen the queen, but we're going to close them up now, and then we can go back to the truck and just have a think about what's been going on. So unfortunately it looks like that colony is queenless. Not sure where the drone came from. There weren't lots of drone cells, so we'll just have to see how we get on. But the only thing we can do now is to unite that colony with another colony. So it's just one of those things. It's the first colony we've lost this winter, but these things happen. So we'll now look to move that hive to another apiary where we can unite it with another colony. Don't forget to check out all of the usual social media feeds and take a look at our Patreon page, and we'll catch up next time. Thanks for watching.